Oscar Colson here with AC Web again, coming to you from our new podcast studio. We just got it all put together. I'm looking forward to putting out a podcast early May, so stay tuned for that. Today I'm coming to you to talk about leveraging digital marketing firms, outsourcing, and in-house talent to do your digital marketing. So we meet with a wide variety of companies. Some companies that need us to handle all of the work for them, some that are outsourcing parts of it, some that are doing parts of it in-house, some that are doing it all in-house, and we can help all of them. So some different examples of how we help companies in these different scenarios. Let's talk about somebody that has everything handled in-house. So we've got a few clients right now that we work on a consulting basis where we meet with them, we help them work on their tracking, their reporting, working with the team to make sure that the vision of the CEO or the owner is seen and understood, and just to give ideas on things they can improve, things they can change. We're working with a multi-billion-dollar credit union, a safety training company. And our main role with them is to come in and look at what the team is doing and just give them ideas, give them creative ideas, give them different channels to market on, give them different ways to track it, different goals, different KPIs, right? So just to help them make their team better, right? Another way is kind of like the hybrid model where they do some of it in-house and some of it they need support with, right? So we met with an HVAC company that's using software to change their bids on their ads based on how busy they are, right? But it doesn't create the campaigns, it doesn't create the ads, it doesn't create the landing pages. So we'll do that stuff for them. We'll do SEO, but they also have somebody in-house that can take pictures and post on their social media. So we've isolated a few services that we can add value in while they're still doing services in-house. And then the other model is the majority of our clients where we do everything. We do their SEO, we do their pay-per-click management, we do their social media posts, email marketing, we do all of that for them. So there's a whole gambit of scenarios that can play out with working with a digital marketing agency. And I think it's important to figure out what's right for your company, right? So the first thing I would look at is what are your goals and what's your bandwidth? What do you have the resources for? Who do you have in-house that can do different things? What are their skills? What are they good at? What is your budget? So looking at these things, like how much of it can we do in-house? If you can do it all in-house and you have the budget to hire experts that are good at it in-house, that's always going to be best, right? Because they're right there, and that doesn't serve our business that well, right? Because we're outside, but it really is best because they're right there. They're in the culture of the company. They're seeing the day-to-day activities. They're understanding the business in depth, so they can really communicate that out to the world. They can, for SEO, they can understand trends in the industry. They can create articles that are really relevant to what clients or prospects are asking about. Their fingers right on the pulse, right? So that's ideal. So understanding if you have the capacity for that, then you should do it, right? If you don't have the resources for that, figure out what you do have the resources for, and then figure out what you want to do for the rest of it. A great example is I think everybody should be doing their social media in-house. We do it. We create posts, but we're always chasing content, trying to get the culture, trying to get the feel for what's going on. And we do an okay job for a lot of people, but the best social media content and the ones that really blow up are the ones that create it for themselves. They're out on the job or they're in the office talking about things, whatever it might be, it's coming from them. And again, it's just like I mentioned for the SEO, if you can do it in-house, it's timely. They know what's being asked, they know what issues, they know the pain points of their prospects. Like all that stuff is right there and they're living it and they can get it out real time. If they go to an event, they're posting at the event, they're doing lives at the event. If they get a new product coming in, they can take pictures right of it right then, Photoshop it, do everything to do, get it out there right away, right? So it's a great one to do in-house, and you'll have the most control and it'll have the best voice for the company. If not, hire somebody to do it. Hire somebody locally to do it first, right? You want somebody that understands the culture of the area, how people speak, right? There's little nuances in, I don't want to call it dialects out here or accents even, but it's just, people in Southern California speak differently than people in Northern California, right? Maybe not dramatically, but enough that you can kind of feel it. And then definitely people in California speak differently and write differently than people in the Philippines that speak really good English, right? Because it's probably more formal English. So finding that balance of what works and what resources you have is a great way to do it. And then the other aspect is whether or not you outsource some of that stuff. Like VA, it's a huge buzzword right now. It's just outsourcing rebranded, but everybody's talking about it. It's a cheap way to get labor. Again, it's not new. It's just outsourcing. It's been around forever, but it's getting another wind, another wave of activity. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's wanting to do it for their business. Everybody's piecing out large chunks of their business. It's great if you can find good talent and retain the good talent, in the Philippines or India or wherever you're outsourcing to. If you have good KPIs, if you have good tracking, if you have good systems, you could probably take advantage of it and you could save a lot of money. Now, is it better than having people in-house? From a cost standpoint, probably. Otherwise, I'm not sure. It's really going to depend on your business and what you need. If they're doing like processing and data collection kind of stuff, it's probably super easy. If they're doing your social media, it's probably not ideal. So those are the kind of things you need to look at. At the end of the day, find out what fits your budget, your company, your goals, your resources the best, and then find a hybrid model. You may even just use a digital marketing company for a few months to come in and help you build the reports and the systems and to kind of explain what you should be doing on a regular basis. And then once that stuff's built out, you can take it in-house, right? So just really think about how to get the most long-term out of the relationship based on your goals and your needs and what you have, and then go from there. Thanks for watching. Reach out if you have any questions.